Remember? I was once your fortune teller. I can tell your future. And I promise that tonight, you will have no problems and no worries. Not about Gina. Not about Kirk. Or Eden.
Santana.
What's wrong?
I don't ever want to hurt you.
Bruce. I know what I'm doing. I don't want a commitment from you. All I'm asking is that you be with me now. What's the matter? What is it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Will you please stop about the drawer? I told you all I have is jewelry.
I think there's something else. I didn't know you and I kept secrets from each other, but you're keeping something from me right now.
Kirk!
I know you better than you think I do, Eden.
Don't be ridiculous.
Fine, then let's open the drawer and you show me what's so important has to be kept locked away.
I already told you.
Right.
I shouldn't have to prove anything to you. And not to mention that I'm entitled to some privacy.
I haven't asked you to give up your privacy, sweetheart. I just don't want you keeping secrets from me.
I mean, I'm sure there's things that you have that you haven't told me about.
Nothing.
Well, if you don't, then you should.
Okay, look. All right. I apologize. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have questioned you.
Thank you. I think I'm gonna go to the party.
Don't worry.
Suspense is killing me.
Mason is not going to get this company away from us tonight or any other night.
Mason wouldn't be planning a party like this if he didn't have some surprise to throw at us.
Well, don't be scared. You're with me now. You'll be fine.
I just wish I was as sure of Ted and what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want anyone going in or out of that room tonight. Do you understand? No one.
Yes, sir.
Good.
What's that? What's going on?
Remember what we talked about this morning?
Of course I do.
Well, because of all that, I've decided to go away for a little while.
What do you mean go away? Where?
To New York. And I've told Nick I'm leaving, so it's not as if I'm running away.
Kelly, I really don't think that'll solve anything.
I don't expect it to solve anything, Mom. I just need some time to figure out what I really want. And who. I just wish doing this didn't hurt Nick so much. When I told him, he looked so hurt and so angry at me.
Kelly, I think you should reconsider. This will probably only complicate things more.
Mom, I don't know how it could get any more complicated. I'm just so miserable right now.
Easy, easy, easy. Made out of wood, not steel.
Where is Dylan? I want to talk to him. Now!
Well, I'm afraid it's gonna have to be later. He's not here, Nick.
Where is he, Sam?
Hey, Nick, calm down, man. What do you want to talk to him about? You know, you look mad enough to do somebody some serious damage.
That's right, so don't get in my way.
Hey, easy.
Just tell me where I can find my lousy brother.
Easy, Nick, easy. Come on. Where is he, Sam? He's over at Buzz's place. He's just interviewing some people to work at the casino.
Good. Thanks. Sorry, I lost my head.
That's all. We'll let you know. Thanks for coming in. Next.
I think I'm next.
Mrs. Lockridge.
Well, yes, at the moment, although I'm hoping to change it to something more euphonious.
Oh, what are you doing here?
The same thing everybody else is doing, looking for a job. You see, I need to work.
What kind of a job are you interested in?
Well, I thought something in reservations or social planning. I'm very well educated, you know. I know about fine wines and good food. I've traveled extensively. I thought you could use someone cosmopolitan to sort of give a feeling of sophistication to the casino. Someone who speaks a little French, a little Italian, Spanish, someone with poise and tact.
Well, those are all admirable qualities, but what we're looking for specifically right now are dealers, croupiers, things like that.
Well, then I'd be a natural. I've played Baccarat and Chemin de Fer in Monte Carlo, Deauville, Las Vegas. In fact, you know that I once won $15,000 at Chemin de Fer in Monte Carlo?
You did?
Yes. And I know all the terminology for roulette. Mesdames et messieurs, faites vos jeux, les jeux sont faits. Rien ne va plus. And I can also deal in poker and 21. I mean, any card game you can mention. You can't do better than that.
I'll admit the idea is intriguing.
Of course it is. Mr. Hartley, I'm just a poor woman looking for some employment. Please.
Hey, Dylan, your buddy Sam's on the phone.
Well, tell him I'm busy. Tell him I'll call him back later.
So, what do you think?
What do you mean he's too busy to talk to me? Hey, listen, man, this is urgent. Hello? Hello? Try to do a friend a favor. Yes, I'm trying to locate a Cruz Castillo. This is Sam Williams. Do you have any idea where I could find him? No, I need to talk to him right now.
Eden?
Yeah, all of a sudden it just came back.
I think that's going to happen for a long time.
It's not fair to you.
Don't worry about me. I knew that I was getting you on the rebound when this whole thing started.
And that doesn't bother you?
No, not so much that I'm not willing to deal with it. I know now that Eden is first. But I'm willing to wait. And whether you realize it or not, I know that there's hope.
There is, huh?
Yeah. I've got a lot of faith. And a lot of patience, too.
Well, you need it with me, pal.
Always at the worst time.
Excuse me.
Castillo. Cruz? It's me, Sam. Sorry to disturb you, man.
Oh, yeah, what's up, Sam?
I'm over at Kelly's apartment. Nick just came charging in here all steamed up looking for Dylan. I told him that he's at Buzz's place, and now he's on his way there. Cruz, I'm afraid there's going to be some trouble.
I see. All right, well, why don't we meet there?
How long?
It'll take me about 10 minutes if I leave right now.
Hey, thanks, man. By the way, I only called you because I know that you're a friend of Nick's. And
No, that's cool, man. I understand. Let's just hope we get there before they start mixing it up.
See you there.
Okay, right. I gotta go. If you want to wait, I'll be back later. Thanks.
Be careful.
I will.
You look fabulous. I'm glad you decided to come. I was beginning to be afraid you wouldn't.
Mason, I am only doing this because Ted asked me to as a personal favor to him, and that really is the only reason, no matter what you think.
I see no reason to quibble. You're here. That's all that matters. you'll just step this way. Another member of our select group.
Hi, Mary. You're beautiful.
Miriam, thought you could make it. Thank you.
Well, thank you for asking me, Ted. I can't help feeling a little out of place, though.
Well, don't. Let me get you something to drink. What would you like? We're pushing champagne.
Oh, champagne is fine.
Coming right up.
Good choice. Champagne is more festive, isn't it? We have some canapes over there if you would like something innocuous to nibble on. The rest of us will simply take bites out of each other.
No, thank you.
Well, now that we're all assembled, why don't you stop playing host and get on with whatever it is you were going to do?
Well, what's the rush, Eden? We all get together so seldom. Why not enjoy it?
We're not together in any decent sense of the word, and we don't enjoy it. So why drag it out?
But we're not all here. We still have Gina and Kelly and Sophia to come yet. Trust women to be late. In the interim, however...
Why don't I? Looks like we have a little speech coming.
No, Ted, only a toast to all of us, jointly and separately. To Eden and Kirk, without whose help this evening would not be possible or necessary. To Mary, who came to us a stranger and is determined to remain one. And, of course, to little brother Ted, who's youthful...
All right. Why don't you cut out with the garbage and get on with it, Mason?
My, I believe we're all getting impatient. Must be the excitement of the moment. Kirk, try not to look so depressed. Put on a happy face. I'm going to review your performance with the company tonight, and it may be that I'm not going to fire you at all. Or at least not right away.
Mason, you're not in a position to fire anyone.
Well, not yet, Eden, but soon. Soon. I think you're all going to be quite impressed with what I've engineered for the company. If you don't believe me, ask Ted. He's seen the proposal. I think he'll vouch for it.
Ted, I don't honestly think that you could start trusting Mason.
Well, now, I've had Mason's proposal checked with the financial analyst, and, well, believe it or not, he said it is very, very sound. Now, I'm sorry, but I think you guys are all going to be impressed, just like I am.
There you are. I have the support of the younger generation.
I don't know what Mason told you, Ted. But Eden is right in this case. If you trust him, you'll be sorry.
Yeah, well, I'm going to do what my dad would want me to do, Kirk. And vote according to my own conscience.
You know, Ted, I'm getting the impression that you're turning on us.
No, Eden, forget it, all right? It's nothing like that.
Of course it isn't. Mary, don't let yourself be bored. It'll get more exciting as the evening goes along.
Mason, I can't imagine why you wanted me here to see this.
I told you. I want you to see my true colors.
Well, I'm not sure I want to.
Listen, Mason, I'm hungry. Can we finish this conference over dinner?
Good heavens, Eden. You sound like a shark in a feeding frenzy. I told you, we're not all present and accounted for. However, I have provided for some entertainment while we're waiting for dinner to begin. This chamber group isn't sitting here for nothing, you know. Gentlemen, please to begin.
Kelly and her mother. Kelly and Sophia.
Thank you for listening, Mom.
I'm glad you came to me. I think part of your problem is you just needed someone to talk to.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, talking to Nick certainly didn't help me any. You know, he thinks that my going away is a sign of me not loving him anymore, but I do love him.
Kelly, you're going to need time to make the right decision.
It's not a decision between Nick and Dylan, you know.
Kelly, I think it is. And I think you're going to have to face that fact. And whatever decision you make, take your time, because it's going to affect 3 people's lives. You have to be sure.
I want to be.
I know you do. I know that. I want you to just trust your instincts and take your time. You trust your instincts, honey, because I do. Right? Now, let's go in there and see what a difficult evening they've got planned for us.
Oh, don't be. The house wins. Thank you. Thank you. Well, what do you think? Can you use me?
I think you're an excellent dealer.
Oh.
And I think you put on a fantastic show. But I'm going to have to think about it.
What do I have to do? Juggle? Take off my clothes? What?
Mrs. Lockridge, I think you're just a little too sophisticated for us. If you came in as a player or a guest, we'd welcome you with open arms. But as an employee, I just don't know.
Listen, you better not take too long to think about it, because, I mean, I might just go elsewhere and you'll lose.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
What are you doing?
Would you
here?
just sit right over here, please?
No, I was in the middle
Just
of a
sit down.
conversation.
Thank you very much.
What is this?
I can't believe that you are actually asking Dylan for a job as a croupier, a card dealer, you.
But I am.
Oh, that's terrific. You shouldn't even be here on the waterfront, much less 12 miles out at sea on an oil rig. You're a little over your depth, if you'll forgive the pun.
Well, I won't forgive the pun. As a matter of fact, you can't tell me anything anymore. You have absolutely no rights.
Look, it doesn't keep me from worrying about you. Any Popeye down here can jump out at you.
I can take care of myself, thank you.
Oh, I'm sure you can. All you'll do is show him a little bit of your devastating wit to keep him from attacking you. What is the matter? You look wonderful, by the way.
Well, you don't. You look like the great unwashed. What have you been doing?
I've been working on a boat and then going up the coast.
Really?
Yeah.
Where to?
Carmel, points north, wherever the wind takes me.
Going alone?
Not entirely.
You don't have to dissemble, Lionel. I know you're going with another woman.
You know that I don't like traveling alone, but I would rather be going with you.
Well, you're not going with me, so anything you do alone is none of my business, is it? Why don't you just get me something to drink and I'll wish you a bon voyage?
If that's what it takes to get a pleasant word out of you, okay. Son of a...
Thank you very much. You can stop playing now.
Eden, I'm shocked. In the middle of Bach.
We didn't come here to listen to music, Mason.
Well, I can't believe it. My own family has no appreciation of Baroque music. Is that what too much money has done to us? Spoiled our taste. Ted, surely you were appreciating.
Oh, wait, would you knock it off?
Something amuses you, Sophia?
No, not yet. I wish something would.
Yeah.
No, there's no point in taking roll call, Mason. The only reason you kept him playing was to make us squirm.
Oh, do you really think my motives were so ignoble? I hope you're wrong. I'd hate to think I was really like that. I just don't understand this disaffection for culture. You know, the eastern branch of the Capwell family is devoted to music and the arts. What's happened to us out here, Sophia? How did we become such barbarians?
Mason, I'm sure when you decided to give this dinner party, you had something else in mind other than just trying to irritate all of us. You want to bet?
No, Kelly. She's right. I did. I think Ted will vouch for that, won't you, Ted?
Well, if that's the case, then let's hear about it. If not, I think I'd like to go.
Before dinner. Such impatience and so ill-advised. Unless, of course, you're that anxious to relinquish control of the company.
No, I am anxious to get done with this agonizing evening.
I should think you'd be used to those since you married Kirk.
Mason, if I hear one snide comment about our marriage or about Kirk,
Take it easy
I'm
now,
gonna...
sweetheart. No, he wants to upset you. Just don't give him the satisfaction.
The calm voice of reason. A single candle flickering in the wind. How high that highest candle lights the dark.
I'm hungry. I don't know about anybody else.
Yeah, I am too.
Well, 2 more candles heard from. Look, I'd be happy to start, but I keep hoping that Gina will show up. There's something depressing about empty places at the table.
Oh, come on, Mason. Gina will be here when she gets here, and she can catch up then. Does get here.
Hate for her. I think it's rude, you know. Good manners is what sets man apart from the apes, isn't it? Or is it the best table at Lutece?
Mason, you told me if I came to your party, I'd see your true colors. Is that what we're seeing here? A Mason Capwell color chart?
Mary's right. I'm being an inconsiderate host. You all want to be fed, and you deserve to be fed. So we'll get right to dinner. But first, I'd like to propose a toast.
Oh.
No. Just a quick toast. Come on, Kirk, Ted. Let's hoist those goblets. That's better. Let's drink to each other and to our common purpose. Friends and family united in mutual anticipation. May none of us be disappointed, however unrealistic our expectations. Very pleasant wine. Soft and sturdy with a good hard edge. A lot like Eden. Now, we can begin dinner.
Go ahead, Nick. Come on, hit me, huh? Come on. Get it off your chest, but I'm not going to hit you back. Come on, I deserve it. Come on, do it.
Don't you think I know what's been going on? You betrayed me, my own brother. Well, say something, damn it.
What do you want me to say?
Admit it. For once in your lousy life, tell the truth.
About what?
Kelly is gone. You are the reason she is gone. You betrayed me, my own brother.
I'm sorry, young man. I'm sorry.
I think you better get Dylan out of here.
I'll do my best.
No, Kelly has a mind of her own. She is a grown woman. Nobody tells her what to do.
What you're telling me is
I hate to interrupt
You're just an innocent bystander,
discussion,
right?
boys. But you're needed out at the casino right away.
Why?
Some kind of a delivery mix-up. I told him I'd get you out of there as soon as possible.
You got a ride home, Nick?
I am fine, Cruz.
All right.
Listen, Dylan, we are not through with this yet.
Well, I wish it was, because I don't know what I can do for you, but if you want to pick it up again, you know where to find me.
Talk to you later.
Yeah. And what the hell was that about?
Just stay out of it, Cruz, please.
No, I'm not going to stay out of it. I want to know what's going on. You're my friend, so you're going to tell me, so make up your mind to
Leave me alone.
Hey, Nicky, I'm going to be your shadow for a little while, okay?
Let's talk.
You don't even belong in a place like this.
I wasn't looking for a job here. He was interviewing here for the casino.
Well, you don't even belong there. I don't understand. You don't even need to work. You're going to get plenty of money in a divorce settlement.
Oh, yes, the divorce settlement. Thank you for reminding me.
Well, it doesn't have to be that way if you don't want it.
Oh, really? I think things have gone a bit too far. You're going off on our boat to Carmel with some strange lady. I hope she's very strange. And you haven't even told me who she is.
Look, no matter who it is, it doesn't have to be the end of our marriage unless you want it that way.
Oh, I'm sorry I didn't catch the name, Lionel. Who is she?
Who is who?
You must be having another Sophia attack. Isn't that who you're going with?
I don't ever intend to mention the name Sophia in front of you again. So So even if it were she, I wouldn't tell you.
Fine. Why don't you just go away?
Look, I'm not going to leave and leave you in a place like this. I'm going to take you back to your place.
No, you're not. I've got my own car. I'm not ready to leave yet.
Every time that we start to get reasonable, then you lose your temper.
You know, I don't understand it either. The fact that you are going off on our boat to Carmel with your barefoot Contessa, the woman who broke up our marriage. I just don't understand it. I don't know what gets into me sometimes.
It's for you, Mrs. Armonti.
Oh, thank you very much. Excuse me. Hello?
Sophia, it's Augusta.
Oh, hello, Augusta. I was wondering if we could have lunch, or not tomorrow because I'm tied up, but possibly the day after. I have something I need to talk to you about. Very important for both of us. I'm sorry, but I'm going to be out of town.
Oh, have another engagement, huh?
Well, no, I'm just going for a rest. See, business, pleasure.
No, Augusta, just a rest.
Oh, well, you're very lucky.
Have a nice trip and call me when you get back, why don't you? We can set something up.
Augusta, why don't you tell me what this is all about right now? No, it'll be fine when you get back. We'll have plenty of time. Bye.
Not bad news, I hope.
No, not at all. Actually, no news at all.
Well, how was everyone's dinner?
Who could eat?
Hope the suspense hasn't been unbearable for you, Eden. The moment you've all been waiting for has finally arrived. That's why I've decided to dispense with dessert. I thought you'd all want to get on with it.
We've been wanting that for a long time.
Gentlemen, if I could have your attention for a moment, everyone. Thank you, gentlemen. That will be fine. Now, if you'll notice, these are the major oil holdings of Capwell Enterprises at the present. These shipping routes indicate where most of our oil is shipped to. As you can see, it's primarily the East Coast, England, and the continent.
Mason, we don't need a geography lesson.
No, Eden. This is a lesson in making money. A lesson that you need very badly. Now, this is a graph showing our profit margins from oil productions compared to the profits of the 4 major companies that ship our oil. If you'll notice, there's a considerable disparity here. They're making a killing, and we're not. Ergo, it makes sense for us to control more than just the output of oil.
Mason, Dad has always wanted to get into shipping. He couldn't because of...
If you please, Eden. Dad always wanted to buy the tankers from the other shippers. He didn't want to dilute his oil profits. However, I have been able to engineer a merger with Alderaan Shipping.
You didn't.
I was able to convince Alderaan that we're the logical ones to join forces with. They're ready to sign contracts. The minute the deal is signed, we begin to share in the profits from Alderaan's tankers. Now, this next graph shows our projected profits over the next 2 years. As you can see, it's quadruple what we're earning now. 5 years from now, Capwell Enterprises will be one of the richest oil producers and shippers in the world.
I think it sounds incredible.
Do you have backup for these figures?
Yes, I do, Eden. I have about 230 pages of backup.
How come we didn't think of this before?
Because our present management team was too conservative, too limited in its thinking. But I want to take advantage of the economy and start expanding now. And now is the time to strike. I've been courting these people for months.
Well, if you've been doing this, then why weren't we aware of it?
I think that's a question you should ask yourselves, not me. The point is, I've already done it, so let's deal with that. I should warn you, however, there is one proviso with this deal, so brace yourselves.
Oh, yes, here comes the catch.
What is the proviso?
They will only agree to the merger if we stipulate that I'm the one to be in charge of the company.
I might have known you'd engineer that one.
We can overcome that objection easily enough. All we have to do is meet with them. The deal will work just as well if Eden stays in charge.
No, it won't. Trust me. There won't even be a deal. The contracts have already been drawn up, and they specify that I'm the one to be in charge. So, what I'd like to do now is call a vote so that I can put myself into the position of power necessary to push this deal on through. So, all those in favor of my becoming the new Chief Operating Officer of Capwell Enterprises, please signify by raising your hand.
What's going on? And have you both gone nuts? What are you doing fighting with Nick?
It's none of your business. It's personal.
Oh, what am I, a stranger?
Just stay out of it, okay?
You know, man, I think you're going to need some help handling this one. Your brother's a good man. There's no reason why you have to be at each other's throats. Besides, I got a pretty good idea what it's all about anyway.
Yeah, right. I mean, I just mess things up. But Kelly and I have been close.
You?
In San Francisco when we got stuck in Santa Rosa. We didn't plan for it. It just happened. Well, we said it would never happen again. We'd never tell Nick, and somehow we found out about it.
Did Kelly tell Nick?
I don't know. Look, Sam, he sees us together. I don't know how he knows.
What do you mean, together?
No, I don't know. Look, I've tried to stay away from her. I have tried the best that I can. But we always end up in the same place at the same time together.
That's just great, Dylan.
Sam, I tried to go out of town. You know I did.
Well, you couldn't have tried too hard. You're still here, aren't you? Oh, this sure explains a lot. At least I know now why Nick is so mad. Wait a minute. Didn't somebody tell me that Kelly's going out of town?
She's what?
She's leaving for New York tomorrow morning.
Well, see, that explains what Nick was talking about. He said that she had gone off. I didn't know what he meant.
Oh, in the middle of wedding plans, she takes off.
Well, I can't let her do that.
Hey, what are you going to do about it?
I'm going to talk to her about it.
Yeah, wait. Just
no,
wait.
Sam.
Dylan, I'm telling you.
I don't know what I know, only what I feel. And I feel that Kelly and Dylan have had something going on behind my back.
That's crazy. She loves you.
She's wanted to love me. That's been one of our biggest problems. We both want her to love me. But the thing is, I don't really think she ever really has.
Nicky, the woman wants to marry you.
I wanted to marry her. And she said yes.
And doesn't that tell you something? Listen to me, man. This isn't good. This sounds like the old days at INID. You're starting to see things that aren't there again.
Believe me, I have given them every chance, the benefit of every
What
doubt.
are you talking about? Kelly is about to become your wife. Now, why would she be out messing around?
The wedding's been postponed. Did you know that? She's leaving for New York City in the morning.
You're kidding.
No. I think this whole marriage thing was a way for her to deny that she had fallen for Dylan. A way to get him out of her head. Well, it hasn't worked, and now she's taken off for New York.
Okay, wait a second. Now, did she tell you all this stuff you're telling me?
No. But I am making some educated guesses.
Well, they're not well educated enough, man. And you better be very cool about this right now, or you could lose her and your brother. I hate to say it, Nicky, but this sounds like paranoia.
I don't think so. You get a sense for these kind of things.
Do you love her?
Yes.
You still want to marry her?
Of course I do.
All right, then go to her. And get there before she leaves, man. Don't let her walk away. Take it from somebody who knows.
Yeah. I really want to talk to her and get the whole story.
Do it, brother. Don't spend any time guessing. Just do it. Do it now. You want me to go with you?
No.
I don't mean to be there I don't mean to be there, just to point you in the right direction. Come on, let's go.
At the risk of repeating myself, all those in favor of my being named new Chief Operating Officer of Capwell Enterprises signify by raising your hands. Brandon Capwell casts his 2 votes for me. Well, Ted, are you with me or not?
Ted, don't. You're not with him. How could you be?
Right, Ted.
Why don't you let him make up his own mind?
Let you influence him, you mean?
I mean what I said.
Look, is this what you want? Is it worth it having Mason call the shots from now on?
Don't let them sway you, Ted. They're just trying to save their own skins. They know what a good deal this is.
When you get right down to it, I'm not so sure of that. I mean, what's to say that we can't
I'm sorry, Kirk, but the vote has already been called. You missed your chance to open the floor for discussion. We're voting now. Well, Ted, you with me or against me?
All right, that's it. I'm leaving.
Eden.
No, you stay if you want. But if my brother is going to betray me, I am going to save us all the embarrassment. I'm sorry.
Okay, Mama. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
You waited.
Mm-hmm.
I want both of us to be perfectly clear about what's going on here. I'd never want to see you deceived by somebody. Certainly not somebody like me.
What do you mean, somebody like you? What's wrong with you?
I just don't much like myself these days.
Well, I like you. Were you thinking about Eden just then?
No.
Well, that's a first step. What about now? I want you.
I want you too.
Well, good. Thank you, Theodore. So, that's Brandon's 2 votes, Ted's vote, and my own, for a grand total of 4. That's a majority, and that makes it official.
I'm just glad it's over.
Well, I'm not. Not like this.
I'm only sorry that Eden isn't here to enjoy the moment. But I'm glad you're here, Kirk. You can convey to her that my first job as Chief Operating Officer will be to demote the 2 of you to lesser positions. You can remain in your present offices, of course, for the time being. I'll take over Dad's office. So, who'd like to join me in a toast to the new Chief Operating Officer? Anyone? No. Well, congratulations, Mason.
Kelly, I did it because I think it's best for all of us.
That's fine. It's fine. I just hope you can live with yourself. Excuse me. What are you doing here?
I just heard about you going to New York, and I want to talk to you
I
about
don't think there's anything to talk
Well,
about.
why are you
Dylan.
going? Why now?
What are you doing here?
Nick, I just...
What's going on here? You going to New York with her?
No!
Oh, yeah, right. Yes, I am. What are you going to do about
What's
it?
going on around here? Are you both crazy?
Kelly, what is it? What's going on?
Nothing. What is happening with you, Dylan?
I know, and so do you.
Oh, damn you, Dylan.
Take it easy now.
Oh, stay out of this.
Well, let's have another toast to Mason. To Mason. To his undeniable executive abilities and to the future of Capwell Enterprises under his guidance. Long may he wave.
Hello, Mason.